So if you guys are wondering why I started living in my car, when I was really young, I started going through some foster homes. I was taken out of my biological home for some very bad abuse. And I went through several foster homes over and over and over again. And each one of them, I never had my own permanent place to live. And so when I finally did get my own apartment, 2020 hit, and I could no longer afford living there. Living in New Jersey, it has such a high rate for apartments to live. A $2,000 apartment is just fit for a studio, and minimum wage is $15. It's not livable.
Yeah, man, things are getting out of hand. $2,000 for an apartment is crazy, man. Like, I pay less than that for my mortgage, for my home. It's like something has to change, man. The wages need to go up. Like, they have to. You constantly got rent going up, but nothing's changing when it comes to salaries, man. It's ridiculous. And COVID messed up a lot of people. Everybody thought it was a great idea when they were giving out them stimulus checks. Everybody thought, oh, free money, free money. They didn't realize that that was going to mess the economy up, you know. I was telling people the whole time before the stimulus checks even came out that it was going to hurt us in the long run. I don't know if it's just our generation. I'd say maybe like our parents as well, but like that's when it started to get bad. But this is only in the past like 40, 50 years where people are working 40 hours a week, grinding, and still broke, like still can't really live comfortably. We're just not making enough. And also, side note too, I can't really, not that it really matters, but I can't tell if this woman is black or white. Like, I'm looking at her hair. I'm thinking maybe it's a wig. But then again, I'm thinking maybe she black. You know what I mean? I've been sitting here trying to figure out.
Thank you, Patrick, for having me on New Jersey Outdoors Adventures. I want to show you guys how I live in my car from day to day.
Yeah, that's a white girl. This is 100% a white girl. I'm looking at her now. She's not black, dude.
So the first thing I want to show you guys is how I get in my car and I start my day. So at first, when I'm up and ready, I want to do my makeup and brush my teeth. So for my makeup, I grab this mirror out the side of the door and I just stick it right in here. If I need extra light, I also have a light right here that I could just turn around and use. And then for my makeup, I have a little makeup bag I got for $1 from Goodwill that I could just zip down and put on my makeup.
I want to say this is the goal. Honestly, I'm not saying for us, you know, regular citizens, but the rich. This is the goal for them, is to have us own nothing, really. Think about it. A lot of people are doing this. In the past 5-10 years, tell me you haven't seen a trend on YouTube of people buying vans or SUVs, and then they're like basically gutting part of them, and then they're just turning them into a mobile home. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. And if you look at the way that she's talking about it, maybe she's just excited to be like on the YouTube channel and this is like an opportunity for her to make some money or something, but she's like smiling while she's doing this whole thing. It's like she's kind of happy about living in her car. And I'm gonna be honest with you, from somebody who's, thank God that I have, you know, a family who supports me and would never allow me to do something like this. Not saying that this is bad and maybe she didn't have a choice, but I'm saying that they would never let me get this low is what I'm saying. They would step in and help me. But I couldn't feel comfortable doing this. Even if I fell on hard times, I just don't think that I would be able to do that, man. Like, I would have to grind or something. I feel like my dignity would be, maybe that's just my pride, but my ego, but I don't think I could do this. Really can't. So shouts out to her, man.
To brush my teeth, I always try to keep it simple. I keep everything in this middle drawer and I keep my mouthwash on the side. I keep my toothbrush in here and I use it and I have my water that I rinse my toothbrush off with. Stick it back in when I'm done and tuck it away. So this is probably what you guys are wondering. I have a cat in the car with me. How do I take care of my cat in such a small car? I have a litter box. I have some smell good baking soda And as you all know what this is, the toilet. So when I pull up to a car wash, it's a good area to have some privacy with this door here. And I just lift this up and I take my scoop and I scoop it. And it's the best way to do it if you want privacy. This toilet I could show.
So she got the litter box in the car with her. So that means that the cat is just boo-booing in there and she riding around with the dookie in the car with her. That's crazy. If you're this down bad, you don't need a pet. And she's not the only one I've seen with this. It's almost every single one of them that I've watched. There's a black dude that I've seen that has like a van and he has a cat with him. And he be walking the cat. He be putting the cat on a leash, walking him. And I'm just like, if you live in your car, that's already so little space for a human. Why would you add another living creature in there? If they had a different owner, they could have a much better life.
I originally had a schoolie and it didn't go so well, so I just decided that it would be best for me to stay in my car and save up. Maybe in the future I will get a schoolie of my dreams, but for right now, this definitely has been helping me. So over here, this is where I sleep. I have just a random bag of storage with my extra makeup and hair products that I always stuff on the side. All my pillows and my blankets to keep warm. I have one blackout for my window that I bought. The rest of them I made, handmade, with Reflectix and adhesive. And it was best for me to use it this way because I was trying to be cost effective. I've been living in this '02 Chevy Cavalier for the last 6 months, and it has been some cold, snowy nights here and there, and I have manifested quite greatly.
I was just gonna say, like I was thinking in my head, I hope she stays in a state that's warm pretty much year round, because that's one thing that I feel like would suck if you're living in your car. Obviously they have heat, but you're going to be burning gas. And when you're trying to sleep during the night, you don't want to have your car running the whole time. But let's see how she handles it. Let's see what she's talking about.
It stays very warm in here because of the Reflectix, and because of how it's such a small area. I can turn on my car for maybe 15 minutes, put some blankets on. I have a warming blanket that I can use, and I plug that right into my power source, and I'm good for the entire night. I have woken up with snow on the windshield, and it is such a beautiful sight to just get out and see snow everywhere and then get in your car and be all cozy and watch it snowing. So what you guys might find interesting is I actually built the platform for my bed. It was a free piece of plywood that I got from Lowe's. It comes in between the flooring when they come in for shipment. So it was the exact size I needed, which was 4 by 5. I bought L brackets and screwed them in with a 2 by 4 that I had cut by Lowe's. So let me show you how I get in. Normally I'm in the vehicle already, so I have my shoes off. I kind of move things around as I'm getting back there. In a small confined space, you got to work with what you have. Even though I have to move things around, it's not stressful at all. I climb in.
Feet just dirty as ever.
I climb in and get comfy and lay down. At first I was nervous when I built it that I wasn't going to have room, but it's actually very comfortable. I can twist and turn without being interrupted by this bar.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm going to say this. Shouts out to this woman. She's not complaining about her situation. She's doing what she got to do. She's making it work. She ain't doing nothing wrong in my eyes. Would I want to live like this, or could I do this? I could do it, but I wouldn't want to. I don't think anybody really wants to, but all I got to say is, man, is something needs to change, because this is becoming way too popular. Like, watch this. If I just tab out and then I just scroll down, like, look, living in a car to save money, how I did it. Life is hard. The struggle is real. Living in a car. Like, There's thousands and thousands and thousands of these channels, man, and thousands of videos of people showing you how they've transitioned from living in an overpriced apartment, or how they like were so down bad that they had to move into a vehicle. There's so much land on planet Earth that God has created for us, and hardly anybody can afford to buy it. Hardly anybody can afford to buy it and put a home on it and live the way that he intended for us to live. But like I said, shouts out to this woman, bro. She doing what she got to do. I can't even be mad at it. I ain't got no hate for her. That's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Is this something that you think you would be able to do, or that you would want to do at all? Let me know down in the comments. While you're down there, don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe to the channel. Let's reach 1,000 subs by summertime, man. I'm thinking June, July-ish. It's pretty close, so help your boy out, man. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.